Coming dawn. Her idea is mulling over what you have learned of Wuklamat and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Nomenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. Actually, that's not true. I should have said in the other one. She's like the studious, smart type, I guess. Talk about the mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend. Let us be off to the archives. Oh boy. Time to go. No, Manon. Oh yeah, time to go read a whole bunch of books. Fury on the board? Huh. Add and board up here and see what we can do. Oh, Pudding Way still just chilling out here, huh? What's up, man? Alright, we'll come and read all these books and then we'll see what happens. I'm sure this is the end of it. I feel like we've done the 3 quests already. You're gonna have to listen to me do some chatting for a second. What does it say? It is impossible to adequately discuss the Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, and even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more are what that regularly grace the Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known the most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Ashal era, when a Leamington sailor named Enram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to divide the theretofore unknown continent. Enram spent several moons exploring the inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with the permission to roam freely. Enram would return to Tural 7 times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa. Most notable of these was the popoto, whose use of cultivation and nutritional values saw it quickly spread to all corners of the Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Kettenram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reach our shores by way of his ship. For those outside of Kettenram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in a culinary culture of that faraway continent. Delicious. That's why Raha's shown eating the taco. They have that good shit, that dank food. Faded tome. Flora and fauna of Tural. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in the Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyver. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. Mamulja has succeeded in taming them and utilized the prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that their wyver is also employed as a seed beast. Human forcations cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Allegramanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. The thing that she tried to, like, lure me towards the continent with, right? Told me I could fight that thing. Lines in the sand. The geopolitics of Hydaelyn. Let's begin by comparing the geographic characteristics of the 3 great continents in Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. Contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both the northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Distant climates tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. Case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, climbing by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in the open plains could not pierce dense struggles. Such was the way of it until the leader of the Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly is a testament to the Autarch's greatness. Figured out how to deal with the different climates, huh? I'll do it. You had an advantage over all the other tribes. Alright, last book. Coming Dawn. This one also gives you the question mark package, so I'm sure this is the last main story one. Principles of blue magic and spell acquisition. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. Ooh, blue magic, huh? Azure and Omega. I'm pretty familiar with blue magic. The tribe holds nature in the highest and seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling, I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallachi's art and made the animal's power my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a more fitting a name more fitting to honor the people for whom this noble magic was born. If you peruse a wise selection of books relating to Tural, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Rakatia will be eager to know what you have discovered. So just read these books again and speak with the reference page. I'm good. Let's go see what Graha has to say. I got a little bit of back history on Blue Mage. Wonder if that's going to play a part in the expansion. Now the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, let's say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Come, let's continue this outside. I must not take kindly to chatter. Voice acting, please. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Taken in with the tale of Cat and Ron, Papotos, have you found appreciation for them? The legendary city of old. Papotos, have you found appreciation for them? As have I. Despite having just enjoyed a hearty meal, I found myself craving Papotos. As they keep well, they were a boon to sailors, and it was that same property that allowed them to survive the voyage to Eorzea. The book also mentioned a method of preservation which keeps Papotos repeatedly frozen and dried. The resulting product was apparently used in a stew by people in mountainous regions. I should like to sample that dish one day, and all the unique cuisines of that vast continent. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught of the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I'll learn about alpacas, wyverns, Valagamanda. About Valagamanda. Now why do I get the impression you're imagining predicting your skills against the fed beast? Fortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature with scales as hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. I thought I heard familiar voices. Her and him. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, well, have some research of your own to do. Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Ratahan, you'll next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. What of the two of you? Whatever brings you here this day? Need water. Nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to lead up until Tural ourselves. Tural. Contest. Is Echo the only one allowed to help Wuklamat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuklamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our spite. Follow me off now. We have plenty to do. Helise, wait! It would seem my plans have changed. You'll excuse me. Never could rest on our laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Now we know how the rest of the Scions get roped into this. Apparently we're going to be on different sides of this whole thing now. Let's go ahead to you. Ah! Can't see shit, Captain. Coming down. Go down there. Say that name on stream. I think it's a clever one though. See what we got here. Please be voice acted, please. Looks promising. Looks highly detailed.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuklamat's request?
Never say no to a new adventure. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I'd rather not get involved in politics. Yeah, we had a shitty time with it last time we did in Heaven's Ward. I'd rather not get involved in politics. I'm still undecided. I'm still undecided, to be honest. And I'd rather not get involved in politics. More likely answer.
If only others had the same good sense. If the prospect troubles you, sir, why not consider what you stand to gain instead? That is an exciting journey to a faraway continent. In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you might find yourself moved to help Wuklamat after all. And if not, well, you quietly take your leave.
True, there's nothing keeping us there.
A brazen plan, perhaps, but one that befits a veteran adventurer, you must agree. Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think.
That thing.
It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
You up to, Graha? Tab. Sneaky gun boy. What else wants in on the adventure? Why don't you just come and talk to us about it, you fucking weirdo? Just sneak on board, be a fucking weirdo when you could have just like said, yeah, I want to go to Tural too. Welcome back, Echo. If you're looking for Wooklamat, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Have Ojiko fetch everyone? Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Where? Alright, let's see what happens. Awkwardly stand here and wait.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
Wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. Never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it. Been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Give me another ride for the Scions, huh? Yakatsuki.
No, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
You know what you did.
Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
He's got ambitions for El Dorado, huh?
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
I mean, what's the rush? You got all the time in the world now. Sure, you'll be fine without you.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
Why tease us? We already know he goes to all with us.
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
This is the last time we'll see them in
now
engine.
is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
I'm just realizing this is like the last time we'll see them all like in game and cutscene before the new graphics update. Things change a little bit.
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty big, because this is like... Yeah, it's about the same size as the entirety of the first, like... everything from Aurelium Reborn up to Endwalker. Without Ultima Thule, obviously, and Northrant, but still, this is pretty big size if this is the entire place we're going to be exploring. You're going to roll credits on this? Oh, we're just gonna leave Thancred outside. Alright, that's a wrap on Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I don't know, I'm kinda torn on like what I think about this expansion. Just to make sure it actually rolls credits before I start getting into that. In terms of the raid design, it was pretty good. Like, I would say that Eden has it beat because Eden's still probably the best tier that they've ever made in this game in my opinion, but still did pretty good for raid content. Ultimates, I've only seen a little bit of TOP, and what I've seen of BSR is a very good time. It is it's very dry on content and things to like keep you playing, I guess. Like Island Sanctuary came out during this expansion, but kind of just like came down to a spreadsheet at this point where you can just set it and leave it and never have to touch it and just show up like once in a while and collect all your rewards. That wasn't really like actual content that I would consider well done. You know, like Ozja or Eureka or anything like that. So, I don't know. It was Shadowbringer still wins it for me in terms of like expansion content and quality, like the story and all the content. Like there's a lot of shit to play for back in Shadowbringer, so I would still say that Shadowbringer is still top tier expansion, followed by Heaven's Word. I would rate this somewhere in the middle with like Stormblood. Kind of cool to see the end of the Eidolon story with Endwalker, but like then we instantly jumped back into another like world-ending threat, which I thought we were just gonna like relax. It was taken over super quickly too, or taken care of super quickly too. Like Golbez and his art didn't last for very long, truth be told. Kind of weird that we're like, yeah, we just save the entire universe, it's time to rest, but here's another like cross-world in the void world-ending threat that we have to deal with immediately after. It just felt like we never actually got to pick our vacation, but that looks like what they're planning with the Dawn Trail. Looks like a more grounded expansion in comparison to Endwalker. Remember like the line of succession and stuff, it looks like probably like Heaven's Ward in scope, which is a good thing. Heaven's Ward had an amazing story, so yeah, I would give this entire expansion like 7 out of 10 probably. Like I said, it's just, there's like a lot of dry periods where it lacked a lot of content. Criterion and Variant started with this expansion, which is something I hope to see them go and continue with. Like I've had a lot of fun with all the Criterions and Savage Criterion that I've done. Variant, but the rewards, they went in the right way with the rewards with the weapons, but they need to like, still need to like figure that out a little bit better, make it more rewarding to do Criterion or Criterion Savage. It's like not a whole lot of reason to do Savage Criterion anymore unless you want Epic Hero. Especially since the exquisite weapons, while they have cool models, they're already outclassed by the relics from this patch. So those are all things that I would like to see them like continue to iterate and improve upon next expansion. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water and I'm gonna let this play, and then I'll probably come back in the stream. And then later tonight we have got the DSR, the usual progression from 6 to 9. We're at phase 4 of the eye, so hopefully looking at some good stuff tonight. That's the end of it. I don't have to mute myself and go. No, I do have to mute myself. It was a good time. I'm not saying this was a bad expansion by any means, but I would not put it up there with Shadowbringers and Heaven's Ward, just in my personal opinion. Somebody who's played through them whenever they were current. So yeah, I'll let the current credits roll. I'm gonna mute myself, and then I'll be back at the end whenever they're done rolling. Oh man, I was not expecting the credits to be this long. Been sitting here for a while, just waiting for it to end, but I wasn't gonna skip past it. Like, gonna give them their time in the spotlight. You know, they spent a lot of time working on this game. This is not a very, it's obviously not easy. The fuck is that? I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. It's not easy working on a game like this, as big as Final Fantasy XIV is, so they all deserve their time in the spotlight with the credits. Oh, get a knapsack for this, huh? Nice. Oh, post-credit scene. Nice. Meanwhile, in Limsa Mensa, a hive of villainy and scum, ERP.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen.
West.
Suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
That's awfully convenient. Meanwhile, an old Charlian, an okay hub town without all the ERP. Oh, there he is.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed, spit thine fire, Urianja.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Oh, contend with us, huh? You working for one of the other people that trying to get to the line of succession? Gonna be enemies?
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
We're gonna be mercenary standoff, eh?
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
Bad crit boss fight? Urianja gonna fight me and spit some hot
Come,
fire?
my friend. We make for Tural.
Everything leads to Tural.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
There they are. Hurry a minute, I'm remembering. Go on adventure for you. We anchor now, the tide is high, dawn of a new adventure nigh. Go forth to break horizons bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. Tomorrow's Unknown. What is the title for this one? Sun Chaser. That's actually kind of a cool title. Then we got a knapsack. This is the new fashion item, right? And pop this on. Then let's take a look and see what it looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, weird that my gunblade sticks through it, but that's alright. Change pose. Oh no, this just changes my normal standing pose. This isn't anything new. Back to my normal one, please. This one. Oh, that's kind of cool. Finally get like a knapsack to walk around with, being an adventurer. Kinda... yeah. I didn't even think about it until they added it with this patch. Like, I didn't think about the inclusion of fashion accessories, that this could be a thing now. So that's kind of a cool little touch up. Well worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna go do like Mandeville stuff like that off stream. I'm not gonna do that on stream because I haven't really done any of the other Mandeville, so it'd just be kind of like weird for me to only upload the very end of the Mandeville quest line on stream. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then 2 hours from now, DSR. We're gonna be working phase 4 tonight. Hopefully, do some good progress there. Maybe start looking at phase 5. Yeah, as always, if you want to see any of that, you want to see any of the content I make, whether it's this, whether it's Yakuza, or any other Final Fantasy, or Elden Ring, or any of the other games that I play, then by all means feel free to follow, turn on notifications, that kind of stuff if that interests you. If not, that's okay too. No worries. And yeah, I'm going to take a break 2 hours from now, DSR, and then I hope to see you guys all next time if I see you, and then if I don't see you later tonight, then I'll see you when I see you. Have a good rest of your Tuesday, good rest of your week if I don't see you around, and peace out. Bye. Bye.